Welcome back. We've got another microphone, the Maono AU-PM500 condenser microphone for review. You may have seen our last review of the Maono AU-HD300T USB XLR combo dynamic cardioid microphone from Maono. We did a review on that. We're back with the AU-PM500. This is a condenser microphone. And so number one, first thing you need to know about this condenser microphone is that it's going to require phantom power, which means it's going to need the additional power that your mixer will send. It's called phantom power, and so you'll need that to turn it on. It's different from a dynamic cardioid microphone in that it is a lot more sensitive on the vocals. And so this is going to be a true unboxing. So I'm excited about it. Let's go. Let's get down to business. All right, here we go. Check it out. AU-PM500 professional large diaphragm microphone. So it is condenser. And as you guys can see from the box here, it is set up very different from a dynamic cardioid microphone. The diaphragm sits right at the front of the capsule, and so you will speak right into the front of this microphone. So let's get this sucker unboxed. This is my first true unboxing. Oh snap, that looks pretty freaking sick. Check that out. It's a little foam padding there, but check this bad boy out. What sickness. Get out of my face box. Holy moly. I am very, very impressed, my friends. This is an experience. So you've got your user manual right there. User manual, la-di-da, la-da-dee. Get rid of that nonsense. So check it out. This microphone comes with an XLR cable. And here is the microphone. Whoa. Nice and heavy, you guys. That's got a good feel to it. That's metal. And it's got what looks like, it's, I'm assuming that's a bit of a pop filter. We'll figure that out. Oh, no, that's an additional pop filter. And so when we put this thing together, it'll go like this, and it has an additional pop filter on top of this capsule, but pretty cool. Let me see if I can get it right up there for you guys. Oh, it's got an overhead cam here. And so, as you can see, we've got a metal body. We have an XLR input right there. Hard to frame that, sorry. And then the microphone diaphragm right in front of the capsule there. That is a nice build. So it is the AU-PM500. And man, let's keep rolling. So we've got this nice shock mount here. So that's interesting. So this one doesn't actually come with a stand. And so you can actually take this foam inside. That's a nice box. I'm really impressed, Maono, with this fancy little carrying case here. But we've got the shock mount. And so this is a mix. This is all plastic. It's got a metal ring here on the inside, so that'll be nice. The metal won't strip down. Let me see. We'll take this little nut off here, and that looks like a metal screw inside of a plastic housing there. And so very nice shock mount, and I'm guessing the mic will sit right in. Oh, it screws in. Check that out. That screws in there. Fancy freaking town, y'all. Look at this thing. Oh, okay, so it's, wait. There we go. I wonder if you have to spin it in such a way that the logo sits out front. I guess. Oh, there we go. All right, I got it. So this is the back where you get that screwed in to your shock mount. And then there's, yeah, your microphone. All right, sweet deal. And we've got this fancy little pop filter guy here. And so that just goes right on front, and I'm guessing it just kind of snaps on. I mean, I'm assuming this thing's just about as user-friendly as it comes, so let's see if I can get it to snap on there. Oh, boom. Snap on, snap off the snapper. Okay, so that's looking pretty cool, y'all. We got the shock mount, we've got the microphone, and then we've got the pop filter. And so let's set that down, and we will get rid of this case. And so I already have an XLR cable to plug in. So I'm going to switch mics, and then you guys will get to see or hear how this sounds. All right, after fiddling with this scenario here, I've got it together, you guys. So this is a very different microphone scenario than I'm used to. I am so used to dynamic cardioid microphones. And so let me just show you. This is the other Maono microphone that was sent to me. And so this is more, right, like a handheld mic, or you can mount it on the shock mount and put the pop filter and all that stuff. And usually speak just right into the head on it. But very different from what I'm used to. The capsule type microphone here that's got the diaphragm right in the front of the microphone with a fancy little pop filter. But it's a different scenario. You know, excuse me, when I think about these microphones, these condenser microphones that take 48 volt, is it 48? Yeah, it's got to be 48 volt phantom power. And so I actually had to stop my recording when I switched mics and turn on the phantom power to power the microphone. And so this feels more like a radio microphone scenario. So at this point, you know, it's one of those things, I think it has to do with personal preference of what kind of microphones you want to use for your podcast. Now, I know typically condenser microphones like this are for vocals, and so I'm kind of right on it. Like, I'm right up on it, but I know when people use these for singing and recording music, that they typically sit a little bit further back and they project a little bit more, and it's supposed to help pick up more of a vocal range. And so you actually kind of have to project, and I can imagine if you're singing, you're projecting more. But if you're just recording a podcast or doing some vocal audio, it really helps. But I don't know if you can hear that or not. I have a light over here in this corner, and it's got a fan that turns on to cool the light, and I can hear it in the background through my headphones. When I had the dynamic microphone plugged in, I couldn't hear it. So one thing you need to know about condenser microphones is that they tend to pick up more background noise. And so Maono, they've made a beautiful microphone. It sounds a little boomy to me, and I'll get it into post and see how it sounds. I mean, I'm listening through the headphone jack on my PodTrack P4. It's a Zoom product, but it sounds, I don't want to use the phrase muddy, because boomy doesn't always mean muddy, but it's definitely picking up the bassier part of my voice. And so it's got more of a full tone to it. And so it's kind of interesting. I haven't really done a lot of recording of my voice through a condenser microphone, so I'm really interested to get this into post. But if we're just talking about, like, we're reviewing the microphone, we're reviewing this condenser microphone from Maono. Check out Maono.com, and they carry these microphones. I want to thank them again for sending this to me to review. So this was sent to me, but again, this was my first true unboxing of a microphone from them, and it was an impressive experience getting that case and then opening everything up and setting it up. I mean, it looks great. It's all black. It's great aesthetics. Right now on my headphones, it sounds great. You just need to know that with these kind of microphones, they work better in a treated room scenario. If I had another person sitting next to me with a condenser microphone and someone sitting next to them, there's going to be a lot of bleed. And so, again, when you're choosing a microphone and when you're shopping at Maono.com for one of their microphones, you really need to pay attention to what you're getting. Are you getting a dynamic condenser, or a dynamic XLR cardioid microphone? And the cardioid is the pattern that when you speak into the capsule, it's how much of that capsule is actually picking up vocals, and just be aware of those things. And so we're just going to do a couple of tests. I'm going to snap. And so hopefully that gives you an idea of what's going on with this capsule and where it's picking up and attenuating. So I'm just going to talk and snap at the same time. So I'm snapping behind the microphone and speaking right into the front of it. And so you'll be able to hear the kind of noise that it picks up just as I'm recording here in my office. I mean, I do have some cloth behind me, and there's carpet in here, and there's furniture and that kind of stuff. So the room is full. It's got a little bit of reflection in my room, but for the most part, it's not totally sound treated. I have one sound panel over here covering a window, but I just want you guys to get a feel for what's happening as I'm speaking into this mic. And so you be the judge. I like it. Again, I need to get it into post to kind of figure out what's going on with the vocals, but just as far as my headphones, it sounds really great to me. And if I could sound treat my office a little bit more, and I was doing more of a one-on-one just a one-person recording scenario, I'd probably use this mic. I think it sounds really great, and I like the build. The quality is nice. It's got a fun pop filter, the aesthetics, and so it really feels very radio broadcast show to me. And so if I were doing a one-man show and I'm giving information and I'm acting like I'm on radio and producing, I think I'd use this mic. And so you guys be the judge. Let me know here in the comments. Shoot me an email, podcastgearforbeginners@gmail.com, and let me know what you think of these mics and these reviews. And these are the first 2 that I've ever done. And so yay me, I hope I've done well. And so I appreciate you guys. Check out podcastgearforbeginners.com. We have all kinds of information on different kinds of podcast gear. And this has just been really fun. I've been able to review these microphones, get some stuff in, and then, kind of show you guys what's out there and what companies are creating. And so Maono, they're really coming on the scene with all kinds of microphones and equipment for podcasters and that kind of thing. They're breaking into the game. They're making some really good products. And so if you're getting rolling, definitely do your research and check out these mics. And so again, I appreciate you, and we'll see you again on the channel.